very good afternoon to you all, and welcome to today's graduation ceremony. Ceremony will start shortly. We have some programs to get made with that hands clear. The ceremony will begin from the civic assembly. We ask you to stand as the session begins. During the ceremony, we can join us in congratulating our stage. We encourage applauding and cheering as loud as you can for your graduates. We do ask you to refrain from using flash photography and explain to on silent for the duration of the ceremony. At the end of the ceremony, the civic procession will leave, followed by the largest remaining and nice and lovely. We ask for your patience and notion on behalf of their lives. Finally, there will be a drinks reception afterwards. It is a short channel of the marshals and hands directly from you. Representatives and inside the same congratulations. We thank you for your attendance today. Congratulations for your achievement.
Good afternoon and welcome. It is with great pleasure I welcome you to this very special occasion. It's an honour to be able to have all of you here with us today, and most importantly, have alongside you your friends and family, who I know will acknowledge and celebrate in terms of all that you've achieved and all that you've done to get here today. Graduation is the most important event in the university calendar, a day when we recognise and applaud the achievements of our graduates, and also we share with them all of their success. First and foremost, we're here to acknowledge the hard work and dedication of our graduates. It's so wonderful to literally see so many of you here today. Congratulations. Welcome also to the employers, the partners, the parents and the friends, as well as the children who have come together to celebrate with all of our graduates. Significant achievements are rarely made by individuals alone, but by people working together. And we know that they wouldn't be here without the support from all of you. So a big thank you to all of you as well. but we can absolutely imagine just how relieved you must have been when those results finally came through. It also gives me great pleasure to welcome our honorary award recipient and also our guest speaker today, Katie Kopek. And we're going to hear from Katie a little bit later on, who'll be sharing her insights in terms of her career with our graduates. But before we get to the awards themselves, it's my great pleasure to introduce to you now and to invite the UCM principal, Ashley Wheaton, to come and address our graduates. Ashley.
Well, good afternoon, everybody. And just to echo Amanda's sentiment, let me add my own very warm welcome to all of you here today. Should we just start at the beginning? What an extraordinary group of people you are. You know, you've achieved so much, and for many of you, against the backdrop of some extremely challenging times over the last few years, particularly the pandemic, as you've been going through your studies, and you should be incredibly proud of what you've achieved. It's hard work and determination that's got you here, and through that, you've achieved something remarkable. Today, you have the chance with your friends and your families to reflect on those achievements. From a personal point of view, I believe that you really only get out of life what you put in. And in all of your cases, you've put in an enormous amount, and you richly deserve everything that you get out. And my message to all of you today is a simple one. Look forward and consider the future carefully and the positive impact which your newly gained skills and qualifications can have on the built environment. And even more importantly, I ask you to consider it through the eyes of the people who live, who work, and who play within our built environment. None of us should be in any doubt that more than ever, the world needs a better, a safer, and critically a more sustainable built environment. Global citizens have, as a minimum, a right to demand. And as you'll be aware, the challenges that we face are now greater and far more complex than ever. Fast-growing populations, rapid urbanization, climate change leading to the urgent need for resilient buildings and a significant reduction in carbon output. Emergence of smart cities, connected buildings, and the rapid pace of technological change, on-site, off-site manufacturing, advanced building techniques, and infrastructure and transport solutions on a scale never seen before. This list goes on, and it's certainly extensive. These solutions all require the application of your newly acquired skills and knowledge. And I would ask you all to consider the extent of your personal and professional responsibility and to find ways to be the guardians of our substantial, our precious, and our highly intricate built environment. Whether it relates to newly constructed buildings, future builds, to those buildings which are being restored or preserved, regenerated, those which are being maintained, refurbished, updated, or simply those that are in use. We need solutions which are creative and which are innovative and which will serve future generations. We need you to be the professionals who understand the need for a long-term and a human-centric approach to the built environment. To be sensitive and appreciative of the natural and to add to it rather than diminishing it. Most importantly, to be the people who are unerring in upholding the highest professional standards and quality. The built environment as a whole needs you now more than ever. And I, for one, feel more relaxed and more confident that UCM graduates will continue to be at the centre of exceptional solutions for the built environment. I think it's quite obvious that UCM's role is now more important than it's ever been. And from our humble beginnings in 1919, following the institution's foundation by Sir William Wells, to meet the post-war demand for new building and construction. This remarkable institution has grown to become the largest provider of higher education to built environment professionals, with some 4,000 students studying in 115 countries around the world. We're responsive and we're agile in meeting the needs of industry, and we are significantly increasing our focus on environmental and sustainability programs to ensure that we take our place as a leader in addressing the climate emergency and positioning ourselves firmly as the world's most sustainable university. Our Royal Charter sets out our role very clearly. UCEM's mission is encapsulated in 6 tenets of our core purpose: to provide education which is accessible, which is relevant, and which is cost-effective, which enables our students to enhance their careers, to increase professionalism, and to contribute to a more sustainable built environment. So ultimately, we are here to serve. We continue to ensure that the impact and influence of our work is both relevant and substantive. Our job, and in fact, my job, is really pretty straightforward. It's to support our students' education ambitions, wherever they are and at whatever level, whether they wish to go slow or fast, regardless of age, of start point, or background, and without any unnecessary barriers. We want to make sure that we're equipping each and every possible UCM student with the skills necessary to ensure that the built environment of tomorrow is an exceptional and a sustainable one. And at UCM, that's what makes us different. I firmly believe that's what makes us special. And I could argue a very strong case for why it makes us better. Please be ambassadors for the work that we do. Join our 150,000 strong alumni community. Before I finish, I'd like to take a moment to thank our trustees, both present and past, who all give all of their time voluntarily, to thank them for their continued support and oversight, which is instrumental in making sure that we can continue to be successful. And in particular today, to our Chair of Trustees, Amanda Clack, for guiding us through today's proceedings. I'd also like to take a moment to recognise the incredible work done by these people behind me. In fact, all members of staff at UCM, many of whom, of course, are not here today, dedication and commitment is essential in providing such high-quality programmes each and every year. Please can I ask you all to join me in thanking them. In closing, and reflecting again on your achievements, as you consider the positive and the necessary impact which you can have on the built environment, celebrate with your family and your friends who supported you, whilst thanking them for that valued support and sacrifice, which I'm sure was an integral part of your studies. But then go and make them even more proud as you develop your careers and you help to make a better, more sustainable built environment. Thank you very much.
I would now like to invite Jane Felks, our Deputy Principal, to call forward our graduates to receive their awards. Thank you.
As we begin our awards today, please feel free to join us in congratulating all of our graduates by clapping and cheering their success. I first call upon the Principal to present the Certificate of Higher Education Award. The following graduate has been awarded: Roisin Mary Kelly. Principal, now we present the Bachelor of Science Building Surveying Awards. The following graduates have been awarded: Harvey Byron, Samuel William David Gray, Gregory Holmes, Federico Jose Martinez Neo, Wesley Mark Sawyer, Joseph Evelino Scaglione, Principal, next we present the Bachelor of Science Construction Management Awards. The following graduates have been awarded: Asit Abdul, Josh Charner, Piers Thomas Carell, Aaron Gill, Mattis Milton James, Alexander Ian MacDonald, Jacob Francis Okpu Jackson, Yassine Patel, Roland David Richard, Angelo Saccololi, Benjamin Felix Stewart, Principal, we now turn to the Bachelor of Science Quantity Surveying Awards. The following graduates have been awarded: Harry Campbell, Mark Ewings, Jamie Paul John Finnegan, Patrick Graffin. Hazel Halliday. Alina Louise Kempster. Henry Joseph Vincent Lord. William Maxwell. Eleonora Rose Jane Phoenix. Oliver James Rees. Luke Roberts. Liam Thomas Robinson. Joe Rounsfell. Alexander Michael Scott. Idris Shafiq. Aaron Singh. Rushel Thekariah. Reese Aaron Wilkinson. Principal. Next, we present the Bachelor of Science Real Estate Management Awards. The following graduates have been awarded: Abigail Victoria Ailey. Jessica Louise Baker. Jack Baskerville. Glenn Liam Chandler. Kwok Yung Chung. Tanzim Chowdhury. Tom Clements. Luke Dove. Niall Paul Gilmurray. James Harvey. George Helmore. Ben William Janice Hoadley. Gregory Francis Jeffrey Houghton. Doreen Akua Achupongma Kontor. Sardar Sultan Nazir. Ali Siddiqui. Harry Oliver Tanner. Scott Peter Henry Tillin. Principal, now we present the Master of Business Administration, Construction and Real Estate Awards. The following graduate has been awarded: Azim Ajaz Kayani. Principal, I present those graduates who have been awarded Master of Science Building Surveying. The following graduates have been awarded: Ina Amjad. Michael David Forrest. Layla Marie Davey. Caitlin Gillespie. Simon Richard Griffin. David Hassett. Pauline Jane Elizabeth Murfitt. Principal, now we turn to those graduates who have been awarded Master of Science Construction Management. The following graduates have been awarded: Yejide Antoinette Ayula. Anna Isabella Barlis. Samantha Harper. Arette Omar Dinar. Howard Lloyd Francis Kennedy. Kishan Nadira Vanadasa Kandagadira Manalaje. Sean K. Miller. Principal, I present the graduates who have been awarded Master of Science Quantity Surveying. The following graduates have been awarded: Priscilla Tamwa Abawage, Edward Allen, Victress Maku Doku, Jamie Hill, Shek Yun Ho, Joshua Holloway, Jonathan Allen Jagger, Mo Ring Virginia Lamb, Lewis Lee, Stephen John McGee, Abigail Nearchow, Faye O'Hare, Colm O'Regan, Carl James Wright, Anthony Owusu Yeboah, Finally, Principal, we turn to the graduates who have been awarded Master of Science Real Estate. The following graduates have been awarded: Emmanuel Ajayi, Alvar Aubrey, Joshua Charles Aylott, Samuel Riley Benson, Jack David Cloak, Sotia Constantino, Lisa Jane Coots. Abigail Darkin. Ella Davenport. Benedict de Grandes. Polly Jane Hubble. Hanif Kapra Kassan. Celeste McGinley. Megan Elizabeth Merchandani. Nancy O'Neill. Esther Mofapefaloa Olabuseo Oyawole. Noah Gamawaj Thisal Hansjar Pereira. Katie Elizabeth Pope. Frederick Preston. Claire Ellen Riley. Abhishek Rushan. Alice Serby. Devon Sherlock Taylor. Roma Shavani Sondi. Joshua Albert John Wagstaff. Kaylin Williams. We warmly congratulate all those who are graduating in absentia today. Principal. Okay. Principal, with a big event such as ours today, there are some that have not been able to make it here for the start of the ceremony. Graduating is such an important and exciting achievement that we would like to ensure all have the chance to do so. Therefore, I would like to call onto the stage Robert Grant, who has been awarded the Master of Business Administration, Construction and Real Estate. Principal, may I now ask you to present the prizes for Best Overall Performance. The following graduate is awarded the UCM Prize for Best Overall Performance on the Bachelor of Science Construction Management Programme. Aaron Gill. The next graduate is awarded the Philip Rose Prize for Best Overall Performance on the Bachelor of Science Real Estate Programme. Abigail Victoria Ailey. We also congratulate those prize winners who are unable to be with us today. Principal, we now turn to the presentation of a very special award. The following graduate is awarded the Chapman-Atkin Award. The Chapman-Atkin Award recognises the performance of students who've shown special endeavour in studying one of UCM's programmes. Throughout this individual's studies, he has faced numerous personal difficulties with illness, injury and family circumstances, creating a high level of emotional stress to balance alongside his academic work. This individual would like to take this opportunity to thank UCM for very supportive throughout his studies, with particular thanks to his apprentice outcome officer, Yvonne Smart, the academic support and enhancement team, and the disability and welfare team. Finally, he would like to thank Deborah Shorten, his academic support tutor, for her support throughout his journey. Our Chapman-Atkin Award winner, Reece Wilkinson. Principal, it now gives me great pleasure to present to you the UCM Honorary Degree Award. The following individual is awarded an Honorary MBA in recognition of her outstanding work across the construction industry. We will be hearing from Katie later in the programme. Katie Kopek. Principal, this concludes the awards today.
It's now my great pleasure to actually invite Katie, our award winner, to come and address our graduates. Katie has over 40 years experience, and perhaps to just point out, she joined JLL as a graduate where she still has continued her career to this day, where she's an international director operating as one of the foremost development advisors in the industry. Katie's been involved in many iconic large-scale master planning schemes, including the London 2012 Olympics, the Canary Wharf scheme itself, the Millennium Dome, King's Cross and Stratford for LCR. She was also involved in the leisure and conferencing element of the West Kowloon Cultural Quarter in Hong Kong. We really look forward to hearing from you, Katie, as you share some of your experiences with our graduates. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Amanda. Wow. Good afternoon, everybody. And what a real honour it is to be here. And congratulations to you all on your wonderful achievement. Congratulations. When I left school, St Joseph's Convent here in Reading, I wasn't really sure what I wanted to do. With mediocre A-level grades, rather than go to university, I joined a firm of commercial estate agents. My first job in the real estate industry was in Friar Street, about 100 yards from here. So what a coincidence that I have come full circle to be speaking to you today. I loved it, and so decided to get qualified. I went to the Polytechnic of Central London, now the University of Westminster. So in August 1983, after graduating, I joined Jones Lang Wootton, as was now JLL, where I still work. The firm was under 300 people, and as of December 2022, JLL has more than 103,000 employees in 80 countries, with our headquarters in Chicago, Illinois. At JLL, we take pride in doing things differently. We see the built environment as a powerful medium with which to change the world for the better. As a global company, we have an inherent responsibility to drive sustainability, technology, and corporate social responsibility. I will and have already used the word I far too much for my liking. I could not have done any of this without the teams around me, my home team, my work team. So one of my biggest learnings is that good teamwork allows individuals within it to flourish, be the best they can be. Strive to be in that team and create that environment where your success is their success, no matter how senior or junior you are. Be proud, really important. Just as your family and friends will be bursting with pride today, and rightly so. You should be proud of yourselves and continue to take pride in what you do and who you are. A yardstick, bottle this moment and call on it when you need to make decisions. Follow your instincts. So let's think back to 1983. A lot of you weren't around then. When I graduated, a time of telexes, overhead projectors and acetates, I joined into a management team where we manually entered lease details into enormous data sheets, which were then loaded into a mainframe computer. A time of first gear inspections, a time of the new phenomenon, out-of-town retail. After completing my TPC, APCTU, we set up the development team, a first for JLW and the beginning of my passion to work in that field. It was a great team, where the biggest source of tension was who to get to take out the team mobile, a brick of a thing, and I used to have to carry the battery. One forgets. So enormous change, which you will see happen faster and faster as technology changes the way we live, work, and play, with the pros and cons of AI yet to play out. What we do know is change offers opportunities, and nothing will replace human instincts, human needs of togetherness, celebration, and emotion. So we opened a new Docklands office in 1986. This was before Canary Wharf was built. I felt every pile been driven, suffered lock-ins on the Isle of Dogs as they discovered unexploded World War bombs. For many, it was leaving the planet, and a very bad career move. It was a fantastic time, pioneering in so many words, working from Tower Bridge to the Royal Docks, seeing the Queen open the Docklands Light Railway and the London City Airport coming to fruition. Also supporting the case for the Jubilee line to go from Canary across to Greenwich and then back to Stratford instead of going straight north from Canary. 2 trips under the Thames at enormous expense, but the opportunity to open up south of the river was so important. All these things made a real difference to the London that we know now and its position on the global stage. The real lesson for me here: be brave, follow your passions in spite of doubters. Pioneering is great. Take risks to achieve your own goals. Be true to yourself. Whilst I was in the Eastern Outpost, as they called it, I also embarked on my most important journey, motherhood. What a shock that was. When pregnant, I was asked when I was leaving. I was the first agency partner to return from maternity leave. That was the way it was. When I was made a partner after some time having had my eldest child, I refused to sign the contract because there were no maternity provisions in it. That was the way it was. When they asked me whether they should cap the number of times I could go on maternity leave, crikey, JLL was now into family planning. That was the way it was. I ended up having 3 months off for my 3 kids. 3 months. That was the way it was. Also, coming back part-time was another challenge. All this was not in any way intentionally discriminatory. It just hadn't been considered. It hadn't happened. What a journey. I'm proud to see how much change there's been across the industry, and JLL is the forefront of diversity, inclusion, flexible working, and joint parental leave. Another learning here, don't be afraid to force change. It matters, and you will look back and realise you made a difference. It is well understood that diverse decision-making creates better outcomes. So support all diversity wherever you can and through all the networks that are now so prevalent to make the workplace fair and balanced for all so everybody can excel. So back in the early 90s, the recession hit and the Docklands office was closed, a difficult time. This was the first of 4 recessions I have worked through, and I'm sure in the current climate, it must be on some of your minds. My advice, get as much broad experience as possible in your early careers. Don't specialise too soon. You are more valuable in downturns if you are flexible, adaptable, and willing to learn. You will also build up resilience, which will be a key attribute over your career. Every cycle brings change for the better. New markets, new ideas, more resilience, and more opportunities. I do think we have emerged from the hardest turmoil, COVID, as a more caring, kinder society, and health and well-being and social value are now key parts of what we all need to embrace. Environmental and social value now need to be embedded in all our new places, and it is a huge passion for me. Creating places where people want to be, it's not just best practice, it enriches communities and drives and future-proofs financial value. So after my Docklands experience, broader development challenges beckoned. Worked on master plans and choosing development partners, argent for the regeneration of King's Cross, the first public-private sector joint venture where the public sector shared in the returns across the whole development rather than just land value. Stratford with Lendlease, who built the Olympic Village, and we did Greenwich Peninsula, sold the Dome, which reminds me that my team worked on anything odd, exhibition centres, stadias, labs, Harwell Atomic Energy Authority, GSK disposals, including their HQ in Brentford, Gun Wharf, Portsmouth for the MOD, the home of the Spinnaker. We advised corporates like the BBC on leaving their famous Wood Lane studios, Shell on what to do with an underground cavern in Finland, Philips on their huge research and development facility in Eindhoven, travelled and advised on the Dubai Metro, ports in Jeddah, and trips to Saudi, which as a woman well over 10 years ago was extraordinary. I went on secondment to the Olympic Delivery Authority and the Legacy Company. Fantastic experiences combining my work passion with my other passion for sport. And one of my proudest moments was walking onto the Olympic Park. It really did bring tears to my eyes. I also went on secondment to London and Partners in the GLA, travelling with the then Mayor Boris to China, Kuala Lumpur, Singapore and others to promote London, something that continues the work we are now doing with Opportunity London. Current projects include emerging fantastic new pieces of city at Canada Water and Earls Court in London, and regionally Mayfield in Manchester and York Central. Another source of great pride is all these projects have my fingerprints on them, and they have or will become great places. A lesson from all of that, learn from everything you do. New places, new cultures. If your learning curve flattens off, especially at your age, challenge yourself to change. Hashtag keep learning is my team's motto, and If you take away one thing from today, it would be that. So what's my latest passion and what of the future? You will have noticed that I haven't mentioned the most important learning, sustainability. The built environment sector is a contribute to 25% of the total UK carbon footprint and is globally responsible for 35% of energy consumption, 38% of energy-related carbon emissions, and 50% of resource consumption. The sector is expected to double in total footprint by 2060. Therefore, the next decade of climate action is crucial. This is your moment. You will have learned more than I, but we have no choice anymore, and we will rely on you all to make a difference. So what does my journey mean for you, the bright future of our industry? We are all in a people business, and I've had the absolute privilege to know, learn from, work with, and teach fantastic people. Get yourselves mentors, both from where you work and outside, to keep your ideas fresh and give you confidence to push them forward. JLL is now a technology company in real estate. That's the future. But first and foremost, it's a people business, and we forget that at our peril. We are not numbers, we're humans, so we must care for the ones we hold most dear, the people in our business, our clients, and more importantly than ever, the planet, where we have a huge responsibility. Every individual in this room and every individual in our industry has to make change to save the planet for future generations. The time is now and is in your hands. I am truly excited for you at the outset of your journey. Enjoy it and bottle the pride that you and your families are feeling. Use it to define yourselves, and hashtag keep learning. Thank you very much.
Inspiring words there, Katie. Thank you so much. I really love the passion that you have about making a difference. I also like the anecdote about putting your fingerprints, and think about where you put your fingerprints, hashtag keep learning. I would like to also add my own personal congratulations to all of our graduates here today. It's a magnificent achievement in terms of what you've all done. And this, without question, is one of the absolute most satisfying and rewarding days for me as chair of the board, for all of us as trustees, and indeed for all of the academic staff. All of you here today have demonstrated incredible perseverance and commitment alongside all of their families and supporters. Was to see it through in terms of working evenings, over weekends, through your holidays, and through a pandemic. Well done, and bask in your success today. Just take that moment. Life is hectic. Sometimes it's important to hit a pause button and just realise what you've achieved. Your studies at UCEM are undoubtedly a part of your learning, and as Katie said, learning is a lifetime activity. And education is without doubt one of the richest investments that anyone can make in themselves. The most critical issues facing all of us include energy, global climate change, technology, and sustainability. You should feel proud that from today you are part of the solutions for these concerns. Will always remain part of the UCM family, and now join, as Ashley said, our extensive alumni network. The whole university congratulates and celebrates with you. We're so proud of all you have achieved. Please do join us for drinks afterwards over at the Market House just outside. The staff team will put you in the right direction with your friends and family. We really look forward to being able to have a celebratory drink with you. But for now, safe travels home. congratulations again. And we look forward to you being part of our alumni network. Thank you all very much.